Hey there, folks. Adam here going live. It's been a while. I've missed you. Hopefully you've missed us as well. Going live because there's a pretty wild winter storm coming if you haven't heard about it yet. And yeah, let's take a look at the radar. First thing here is the past and future radar. As you can tell, it is here and it is moving north and northeast, and it's going to be impactful for many. So we're going to have to watch it closely. We're going to have to see what the conditions will be. I want to answer some of your forecast questions, take a look at the forecast map, which was pretty interesting this time because there's the potential for the track to shift. Even as we speak now, it could still maybe shift a little bit east. So we're going to have to see what these totals might be. And if it shifts west, that's going to be really interesting as well, too. But we'll have to see exactly how that progresses. So hi to everybody in the comments here. How we all doing? Hi, Vicky. How's it going? Vicky says hi on Facebook. Thank you for joining us. It's been a while since we've gone live. So, and we want to do some fun stuff later this winter where we watch some weather movies together. I think that'll be a lot of fun. So we're going to get into that. Let's see here. T-Tone on YouTube says, I'm wondering if you were going to go live. LOL. Yep, we decided to do it. Brennan's been hard at work. He's got the snow day forecast ready. So I'll cut to those real quick and take a look through the stuff. Hi to everybody who's joining us on Facebook, on Twitter, on Twitch, YouTube, and that's about it. Those are the places that we're live right now. So nice to see everybody there. Hey, we're live streaming. Side note, if you don't have our free app, today I just randomly took a look at the App Store and it said we were the #2 weather app in Canada. So let's try to get to #1. Let's go. Thank you to everyone who is using and downloaded the app and sharing it with all your friends. It's called Instant Weather. If you have not downloaded it yet, somebody just mentioned the storm chips. That's the one map I forgot to grab for this live stream. So I'm going to grab that too, and we'll pull up the storm chips map. But again, if you haven't downloaded our app, please go to instantweatherapp.com. I'm going to put a link in the comments for everybody here, just in case you do not have it. Let's try to get to #1. Thank you for your help with that. That's pretty exciting stuff. We've been #1 before, but it's fun to get back up there again. So download our free app, Instant Weather, smiley face, and I'm going to hit to send that to everybody in the comments. So check the comments for that link. And again, you're literally looking at our app right now. This is not the free version of the app. Side note, the free version of the app is like 99% functionality. Pretty much everything's on there. We didn't want to really hold anything back. The future radar data that we're using is astonishingly expensive, as I've mentioned in the past. And that's why we do have to charge for the 5-hour version of it. So this is the upgrade radar package that you're looking at in the background. And as you can see, it expands out 5 hours all the way to, I think, did it say 3:15? Yeah, 3:15 in the morning. This storm is going to hammer Eastern Ontario. Eastern Ontario is going to get the brunt of it for sure. But of course, obviously, there's multiple areas that I'm getting notifications from. Of course, the Niagara areas are going to get hammered too. The GTA has potential to get some pretty significant totals. And myself and Barry in some places in southwestern Ontario, we're going to get quite a bit as well too. So we'll have to see exactly how that works. Megan says, downloading the app now. Thank you so much, Megan. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you to all those who are downloading it. Cassandra says, I downloaded the app. Awesome. Thank you so much, everyone. Appreciate it. I'm going to jump over to Brennan's amazing forecast map here, and let's take a look at this. It is colorful. It's quite colorful. There's a banner across my face, so I'm going to remove that right now. There we go. This is your map here. It's pretty intense. So on the east side in Eastern Ontario, it's pretty definitive. You're looking, that's the area that is labeled #6 and is in kind of a bright red. It is 20 to 40 centimeters, 8 to 16 inches. And when we say locally 40 centimeters or 40 plus centimeters, that means, you know, there's a few folks who might actually exceed that amount depending on if they see the heaviest bands over their area for a long time kind of thing. So we've seen some pretty incredible snowfall rates too. If you go to the hourly product on our app, you can get into what the actual per hour snowfall rate is, and we've seen it up to sometimes 6 centimeters or 8 centimeters an hour. That's intense. That's pretty wild. So you can see these dotted lines. So there's these two legends beside me here, which Brennan did, which actually clear things up a lot. So thank you to him for tackling that. In the one that is surrounded by kind of a yellow or goldish dotted line, basically, that's that slice from basically kind of St. Catharines, the Niagara region, up through the eastern GTA, all the way to Bancroft and Pembroke, Petawawa, Renfrew, and all those areas. That also to maybe even including Ottawa, Kingston. Kingston looks like it could be very impacted. Prince Edward County as well too. Peterborough, Tweed. These are areas that usually get left out in a lot of cases of the snow squalls that we get off of Georgian Bay and Lake Huron. So I'm sure for those in those areas who love snow, they're excited, and for those who hate it, they're not too impressed. But if you like snow, it's you're gonna see it for sure. So it's just a matter of how much exactly. Side note: if you have not already, please join our new. I say new now, but we started a Facebook group called Ontario Storm Reports. And within 6 months or something, it's up to like 60,000 community members. So please, please, please head over there. That's a great place to post your, ruler in the snow, snowfall totals, and all that thing. So I'm going to just put a little link here. If you are on the Book of Faces, please head over there and join that group. And it is called Ontario Storm Reports, our new-ish Facebook group. Ooh, I don't know what that was. That's odd. Facebook group for Storm. Oh, I see what it is. My keyboard. For Storm Reports! ! Smiley face. There we go. Okay, so I have posted that in the comments. Please join that group and share your stuff. The cool thing about the group is, of course, we want your reports and all that on our pages as well too. But the cool thing about the group is that everybody can see your posts when you make it. So it goes to everybody in the whole group, which is great. So we really want to highlight your reports, and thank you so much to all those who are sending them in. There is 1,000 comments flying by right now, so I'm trying my best to see all of them here. Turbo Power on YouTube says Kingston has a snowfall rate of 10.2 centimeters an hour at 5 a.m. on our app. Wow. Someone said Barrie's clear so far. Yeah, we're good right now. If we saw that radar, currently we're good, but it's coming, and it will be here for the Barrie area. Probably the next couple of hours, we'll start seeing some snowfall there. So, Ella Miller says, for once we are not supposed to get much. So grateful. I'm guessing that LM is in the Bruce Peninsula area. He usually gets hammered by snow squalls, or maybe on the Lake Huron shoreline. That's my guess. So I'm assuming. Let me know, LM. I'll try my best to see that comment, but it is flying by here. It's difficult to see everybody's here. So thank you so much to everybody. Hex said just upgraded the radar on our app. Thank you so much. Thank you to all those who are sending in stars on Facebook. Thank you to those who are sending in super chats on YouTube. All of that stuff adds up, and it really, really does help. So thank you so much. We sincerely appreciate it. Thank you kindly. Let me just scroll down here, and there's so many comments to get to. They're just flying by. Every time I try to click a comment, it's 2 pages up. That's how fast they're going right now. So, and also because we're live on so many different places, they all get funneled into this one platform we're using, and therefore we get to see them all in one place. So it's basically 8 times more comments than you're seeing on the one page that you're on. So it's pretty intense. Anyways, enough of that. Let's go back to the forecast map here. So again, in the area of 6 in eastern Ontario, getting hammered from Cornwall all the way to parts of the GTA and the GTHA, the Greater Toronto Hamilton area. I think that's what it is. Yeah, you're into 20 to 40 centimeters, 8 to 16 inches. So that is pretty intense. Then comes the question marks. So if you see the multicolored rainbow of ice cream flavors above my head here, it's a bit tricky. So from the purple to the pink, from 5 to 4 to 3, which is even a brighter pink, there is an area of uncertainty. Hence this gray dashed area. Normally in the summertime, we use these for areas we feel have the most tornado potential. But in this case, we're using it for the areas that are confusing. So, and again, it's so confusing that if it does shift further east, then that purple might be over areas like Hamilton and Newmarket, depending. But the models look pretty intense. So, yeah, I think this forecast map is pretty bang on. But we'll see. We'll see what your reports say, and we can use that great information to help us in the future with our forecasting. So thank you to your reports. It really does make a big difference. Not just so we all go, ooh, there's 2 feet of snow or whatever it happens to be. It's so we can actually use that data to make things better in the future. So thank you so much to those who are reporting. So you do have the purple area, which covers maybe Innisfil, not necessarily Barrie, but it looks like Orillia, up into Algonquin Park, maybe Guelph, Brantford, Tillsonburg. And that area is looking at 15 to 30 centimeters based on the forecast map here, 6 to 12 inches. Then you have the pinkish area, which covers most of Barrie, up through Huntsville, into areas like west of Algonquin Park, so east of North Bay. And that goes down into Orangeville, Kitchener-Waterloo, Woodstock, and maybe areas east of St. Thomas. And that is 10 to 20 centimeters, so 4 to 8 inches. So it'll be a relatively sharp gradient as we get further and further to the west. And then you get into that bright pink, which is the area. That's number 3. It covers London, St. Thomas, up into Midland, and I believe, still east of North Bay as we go further to the north, as you can see. Side note, if you're watching this on your phone and you have your phone vertically, if you turn your phone to the side, it gets much, much bigger. So please do that if you are watching it on your mobile device. Side note, I see a super chat and I can't get to it because there it is. Ron B, thank you so much for your super chat on YouTube. Sincerely appreciate it. Thank you kindly. Really does make a big difference. So thank you so much. Again, thank you to all those who are subscribing to upgrade the radar on the app, which is like $6 for the year. Not too terrible. 1 Wendy's meal. If you if you don't get a drink. Anyways, let's not get into the logistics of my takeout enjoyment. So let's see here. And then in the blue, you have 4 to 8 centimeters, 1.6 to 3.1 inches. Thank you for being extremely precise there, Brennan. That's very, very kind of you. And to the west of that, then we are into the light blue, which you're looking at, a trace of snow, if any, to maybe 4 centimeters, depending on the track here. And that includes Windsor, Sarnia, Goderich, Kincardine, up into most of northeastern Ontario. So, yes, that is this particular map. I want to jump into some of the local stuff. Brennan has gone to town here. If we take a look, this is super cool, the regional impact maps. So, and this one's a lot easier because it's snow. We're just dealing with snow. When we're dealing with all of the different precipitation types, then this it's a little more difficult to read because of that. But with this, it just says total accumulation, and we just have the snowfall there. So as you can see, Grey, Bruce counties, Barrie, Orillia, South Muskoka, somewhere between 10 to 25 centimeters. And here is the timing on that. So kind of midnight into tomorrow morning, into the afternoon. As you can see, the different intensities of snowfall as well, which is pretty cool. Let me know in the comments if you like these images. I know there's times where not every location gets put on them, so it becomes fairly confusing for some folks who are saying, oh, my city or my town is not on here. Am I somewhere between this or that? If you're kind of in between some of these regions, then maybe check out both of the forecasts there and try to think between the two. However, on a side note, you can also download our free app called Instant Weather, and then you can check your exact area and see what the app is forecasting. So basically, we've mentioned this before, but the app has a unique forecasting method compared to the custom maps and these particular images that we have here. So actually, it's good to compare the app to this, and then you might have a better idea of what you could be looking at. And again, things can still shift at this point. So here's the different areas. Peterborough, looking at Kawartha Lakes and Haliburton, 25 to 45 centimeters potentially. North Muskoka, Parry Sound, Algonquin Park is 5 to 20 centimeters. The Ottawa area, I think Brennan used to put Ottawa Valley there, but then there are many who consider Ottawa Valley not to be Ottawa proper. So that became a little bit confusing. So I like that he changed it to Ottawa area. That's excellent. Ottawa area, Bancroft, Renfrew, and Pembroke, Petawawa areas, 25 to 45 plus centimeters. Wow. And then Cornwall, Brockville, Perth, Kingston area, somewhere between 25 and 45 centimeters. So it's going to be pretty intense. And as you can see, the areas that have the number 4 for the timing there, that is blizzard conditions. So it's going to be pretty intense. The wind gusts are going to be intense on top of the fact that there's going to be all the snowfall. So conditions are going to deteriorate quickly. I really hope you don't have to travel, but if you do, of course, take as much time as you possibly can. Yeah, make sure you have a full tank of gas. You've got all, the warm blankets and all that kind of stuff if you do end up getting stuck out there. But of course, if you do not have to travel, please, please do not. And this is the second area that we're looking at right now as well, too. So that's Windsor, Chatham, Kent, Sarnia. Maybe nothing up to about 2 centimeters. And I think on the map we saw maybe up to about 4 centimeters in some areas. London, St. Thomas, Huron, Perth, 4 to 12 centimeters. Hamilton, Halton, Niagara region, Brant, and Norfolk, somewhere between 25 and 40 centimeters. Toronto is going to be hit fairly hard with the storm. Peel area, Mississauga, York, Durham, Brampton, all those areas, you're looking at 20 to 40 centimeters, which is pretty intense for sure. That's pretty intense for an area that populated. Side note, Sandy, thank you so much for the super chat on YouTube. Thank you kindly. I can't see the stars on here, but thank you so much for the super chats. If you did send in stars, please let us know. Savannah sent a super chat and thank you so much and says, I have to work tomorrow in the storm. Ouch. I hope it's inside where you're working. But if you have to work outside, that's going to be pretty intense. So a huge thank you to all those who are plowing the snow and keeping the streets clean for us to be able to travel. Huge thank you. And then last but not least, Kitchener-Waterloo and Guelph, Orangeville, Shelburne, somewhere between 10 and 25 centimeters with this particular. Okay, so let's take a look at the thing everybody wants to see, which is your school bus snow day forecast. We do this. We have absolutely no authority when it comes to canceling the buses. However, we do have some great feedback from the school boards and from the bus companies who have both reached out to us many different areas and said that this is a helpful tool in their box of tools to determine if they should be canceling buses or closing down schools. So grateful to help. Again, we have no authority. This is just our best guess. And this is not just based on the forecast, but also based on how kind of likely it is for certain school boards and bus companies to cancel, because it's very different for different areas, as many of you obviously know. So here is Brennan with his legends. This is great. So if you are in the number 1 area, so Windsor, Leamington, Sarnia, Miranda, Elliott Lake, if you are in the 1 areas, it says, sorry, probably not, 5% chance of the buses being canceled. And then if you are you in the number 2 areas, so the blue area, Manitoulin Island, Chatham, Kent areas, up to maybe about Grand Bend and Espanola and Sudbury, you are in the 10% areas. So what we've done here is put different methods that many people have out there, superstitions, be it spoon under the pillow. So if you put a spoon under the pillow at 10% chance, you still have a 10% chance. There's a 10% chance. If you don't put the spoon under the pillow, it's probably at 5. So you might want to put a spoon under your pillow. It's kind of uncomfortable. Try to find a plastic spoon, preferably one that's maybe even soft and wiggly, because depending on your pillow, that might be uncomfortable. But yes, so spoon under the pillow is 10% area. If you are in the number 3, so we're talking Kincardine, Goderich, Owen Sound, Tobermory, Hanover, and also too, side note, the snow squalls after the system passes on the models look pretty intense as well too. So the system's going to go past, and then we're going to get some snow squall activity after the fact. So that might be interesting. So we'll have to see how that goes. But those areas, you're looking at a 25% chance, and it says flush ice cubes. So that is just one of these superstitions that it seems to already be quite popular, and we have put it into a legend. So I'm not sure what flushing ice cubes does, but hey, that's what you're into. That's fine. So number 4 being the orange area, cross your fingers. Maybe number 3 should have been cross your fingers, and 4 should have been flush ice cubes. But anyways, these are just little logistics we're dealing with here. So you're looking at St. Thomas, London, Orangeville, maybe Collingwood, and all the way up to Parry Sound, Britt, and Sunridge. 50% chance that you're going to see you're going to have the buses canceled or see a snow day. And then once we get into red, the area that's 5, Kitchener-Waterloo, Woodstock, Guelph, Barrie, Newmarket, into the Midland areas, Orillia, Bracebridge, and Huntsville. You're supposed to wear your pajamas inside out. And that is a 75% chance that you are going to have your buses canceled, which is something interesting. Leslie has a good question here. I just caught out of the corner of my eye. She says, Adam, could this still move more west? I mean, it's a fluid moving storm, so it's possible. Some of the models have trended further west. Even to now, some of the models are trending a bit further east, and some are trending further west. So, yeah, it could move a little bit west, and that's probably why you're seeing 50% and 25% in the orange and yellow areas, because if it does shift a bit west and we wake up to more snow than expected in those areas, you never know. It's possible. Thank you for the question, Leslie. I appreciate that. Let's see here. Oh, Jessica says UCDSB canceled buses and schools are closed already. Yeah, we're already seeing cancellations with this system, so that is something interesting. Then you get into 6, which is the pink area. So Tillsonburg, Brantford, up into Hamilton, Toronto. Let's see what else is on this list. That's pretty much it. Kawartha Lakes would be in there, and it says celebration time. It's time to celebrate, and you are looking at 90% chance of there being a snow day for you. And then, of course, we get into the area which is 7 at 99.99%. This is pretty aggressive. It says stay home, 99.9% chance. And Niagara, Peterborough, Tweed, Prince Edward County, Kingston, Brockville, Smith Falls, Ottawa, Cornwall, Renfrew, Pembroke, and Petawawa. Those areas are going to be hammered. So probably pretty darn good chance that you are going to have a snow day. But that's, again, 99.99 for a reason. It's still up to the bus companies. It is still up to the school boards. It is not up to us. So definitely don't give us a hard time about it. We are just the messenger, and this is just our best guess at the idea. So let's see here. Let me just scroll through here. 1 second. Miranda says, Matt, please. Oh, Matt says, can I be a reporter with you folks? So that's cool. Yeah, send us an email, help@instantweather.ca, Matt, and let us know, why you're passionate about weather and all that fun stuff, and we'll talk about it for sure. Thank you so much. Peter says, there we go. Peter says, I'll believe this when I see it. And that makes perfect sense, because if you do see it and you're still not believing it, then, then there's bigger issues in play there. But, if you do see it, I hope you'll believe it. And absolutely. Let's go back to the radar so you can see it on its way right now. I'm going to take a look here at the radar so we can see your past and your future radar on our app. Again, if you do not have our app, please download it. It's free. The last time I checked, we were number 2 on the App Store in Canada, which was I wasn't expecting to see that at all, so that was a shock. When we first launched the app, we did get to number 1 briefly, and that was pretty exciting. So let me just see here if anything's changed. It probably hasn't updated yet, but let's see. We are still number 2, so those details have to update if we did have some more folks downloading it. But again, if you have not already, please download our free app. It's called Instant Weather. I will put a link to it in the comments here, and I will pull up a link on the page here. So instantweatherapp.com, or for a probably faster link, I'm going to put it in the comments here. instantweather.ca/app to download our free app. Instant Weather. Smiley face. There you go. I'll put that in the comments for everybody. What you're looking at right now, again, because we're buying this extremely expensive supercomputer-based future radar data that updates worldwide every 15 minutes and goes out to 5 hours. We're not able to give all of that as far as the future radar is concerned in the free version of the app. We only have a few timestamps. So if you do want to get the 5-hour version of the future radar, you can go to the menu, click Upgrade Radar, and choose one of the options as low as $6 for the year. So 50 cents a month, $6 for the year. Thank you to all those who have upgraded the radar, and we sincerely appreciate it. You're the reason we're able to offer the app to everybody else for free. So kudos to those who have upgraded. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. We sincerely appreciate it. It makes a huge, big difference, and not just a big difference, but a huge, big difference. The words just roll off of my mouth, and that's how it goes. But thank you so much to everybody. I sincerely appreciate it. I'm going to jump back to the team chat, which I haven't been looking at here. Give me 1 second here. Folks are having difficulty hearing me. That's interesting. Let me know in the comments. Can you hear me loud and clear? Is it reasonable? Is the audio okay, or is it a little choppy? So please let me know. Let me see here. 1 second here. I hear you fine, I hear you just fine. I got a message back. Side note, if you're ever having audio issues with it, refresh your browser. And if you're watching it on a computer, refresh the browser. If you're watching it on like the Facebook app or on the Twitter app, you can close out of that, go back into it, and jump back on. And I always find that YouTube seems to have better sound quality. So if you want to track us down on YouTube, everybody says they can hear me fine. That's great. Awesome. If you want to track us down on YouTube, go to side note, join us on YouTube at youtube.com/instant weather, if I can spell, Ontario. So let me just put that link out there so everybody can see that. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, please do. It's just a tiny little YouTube channel that we're trying to slowly but surely grow. So I'm putting that link to everybody. So please join our YouTube channel and let us know what you are experiencing. Let us know if you actually enjoy snow, and if you do, how excited you are about this crazy snowstorm. The weather community is pretty excited about it. It's not every day we have these big, impressive snowstorms coming up this far to the north. Usually they end up skirting more to the east, and then they hammer Nova Scotia and New Brunswick and Prince Edward Island and all of that stuff. But in this particular case, we actually have some reasonable snowfall potential for our area. So if you do love snow, then you're probably excited. If you do not love snow, then you're not excited at all. Let's see here. Michael says, on the previous map you had up, what would the most likely snowfall amounts be for Tillsonburg? It seems to be between pink, red, and orange. Tillsonburg's on that questionable line. So if we go back to that map, give me 1 second here. Let me go find it. Where did it go? There we go. Okay, so back to the original snowfall map. Tillsonburg is right on the edge of the pink and the purple, somewhere between areas 4 and 5. So 4 is 10 to 20 centimeters, and 5 is 15 to 30 centimeters. So there is some play there. And again, if it shifts way further east, you might be into the 6 to 12, but it looks pretty solid that you're going to be somewhere between 10 and 30 centimeters. So that's a big variable there, just because you're right on the border between those two particular alert regions, which are somewhere up right about there. Tillsonburg just above me on the left. So somewhere between 10 and 30, so somewhere between 4 inches to a foot. And locally, maybe even slightly higher than that if the purple area is what it ends up being for you. So hopefully that answers your question for Tillsonburg. Try to answer some more questions here if I possibly can. Let me see. Someone says can't read the map. So side note, again, if you're holding the phone like this, if you're on your phone, which based on statistics, this is like 90% of you are. If you're on your phone, turn your phone to the side. Then the map will fill the whole screen because I'm in landscape here. So if your phone is in portrait mode, turn it to the side. It will fill up the entire screen and you will be able to see it. So I definitely miss you folks. It's been so long since we've live streamed. I had this idea that I was going to do all these winter live streams, but but this one obviously made more sense for sure. Hawkster says, YouTube is blurry for me, but Twitch is great. Oh, okay, cool. You can also find us on Twitch. Again, we have a tiny little Twitch channel called Instant Weather. But go on Twitch and search Instant Weather. Twitch.tv/Instant Weather. So not Insta, Instant, the full actual word, Instant. Let's see here. Let me just take a look in the comments. Kelly says, talk about Kingston. Kingston's going to get hammered. Next question. Let's see here. Interesting. Rural Canucks says, map on landscape on YouTube is blurry, but on Facebook it's clear. Interesting. I think with YouTube, sometimes you got to wait a little bit. Kingston in this map above me says it's potentially 20 to 40 centimeters, 8 to 16 inches, and locally 40 centimeters plus. So let me talk about Kingston. Kingston has the potential to be the hardest hit of this entire thing. So get ready. Kingston's going to be pretty intense. Let me just see here. John says, the Instant Weather staff is amazing. Thank you for all your hard work. Thank you so much, John. So grateful that we're able to help. So grateful that you wonderful folks want to share your reports with us and all of that stuff. Sincerely appreciate it. Thank you kindly. Let's see here. Just looking in the comments. I should probably play a song at some point in time. It's been a while since I've played a tune, if I'll still have a voice left after talking all of this time. Although we're only live for 33 minutes so far. The record is 8 hours. That's right. We went live for 8 hours one time. I don't know how. I don't know why. But it was intense. So Tammy says, sing. Let me know if you have any requests. And maybe I'll crack out the old acoustic guitar and play a tune. Julie says, hold on a sec. Where did it go? It was very... Oh, hold on a sec. I have to say, Facebook user... I'm not sure who Facebook user is, but will be a very long day for us who work in the snow removal industry tomorrow or tonight and into tomorrow. Thank you again so much to those who are going to be clearing the snow. Your efforts are obviously, they don't go unnoticed, and we sincerely appreciate it. It makes a big difference that we wouldn't be going anywhere without you. So, of course, we definitely appreciate it. Julie says, can you find out what about Fenwick? Does anybody know where Fenwick is? I'm not even sure. You know what I'll do? I'm going to pull up our app, and I'm going to look at the forecast for Fenwick, because I have no idea where Fenwick is, but I'm going to check that out right now. Let's see here. So I'm going to pull up our app. Give me just 1 second, and I will take a look at Fenwick. Okay, so let's see here. Dun, dun, dun. There's our app. And this is for Barrie I'm looking at right now, because obviously that's where I'm located. It's -8 right now, which is not too bad compared to what it was. 6.3 centimeters tonight, 13 centimeters tomorrow, and still 5.6 on Tuesday, 3 on Wednesday. It's not going to stop snowing until Friday. That's great. At least there's a partly cloudy break on Tuesday. Okay, so let me just go to the search thing at the very top right. I'm going to type Fenwick. And I have to remember that it's Julie who asked that question. Fenwick. So let's look Fenwick, and sometimes it's good to type Ontario. It might actually help the search results. So Fenwick, Ontario. Pelham? I think that's probably right, because it comes up as Fenwick, Pelham, Ontario. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm going to enable notifications. Why not? Winter storm warning for Pelham, a.k.a. Fenwick. Let's see here. Environment Canada is calling 25 to 40 centimeters with locally higher amounts up to 50 centimeters for Fenwick. That's going to be pretty intense. We have our own forecast here that Brennan put, which major snowstorm possible, which obviously makes sense. And obviously, I've got the little thing that says we're live streaming right now, too. So, again, if you don't have this app, please download it. It's free. You can get it at instantweatherapp.com. I'll put that up on the screen there. So that is the forecast for Fenwick. So the precipitation is going to be pretty intense, just maxing out our intensity scale there. And let's see what the snowfall rates are for Fenwick. So if you go to the hourly product, like I was mentioning before, you can actually see the centimeters per hour estimation for Fenwick. So let's see what we get to here. We're at 4.6, and that's at 4 a.m. And where do we go here? It kind of dials back. Is that going to be the maximum? That might be the maximum for Fenwick. Yeah, that looks like about 4.6 centimeters an hour, which is pretty intense. And that's at 4 a.m. So, yeah. It's a doozy. Let's go to the radar map. Let's load that back up again. And actually, I will switch the view here so we have the time a lot bigger on the screen. And I'm going to back that up here. Let me make sure. This is actually the current radar. So you should be seeing snowfall now from Niagara into the parts of the GTA towards Peterborough. Kingston should be already getting it. It should be clear in Ottawa, clear in Cornwall, clear in Barrie. London is starting to get it now, I believe, and parts of southwestern Ontario is starting to see some snowfall as well too. So give me 1 second here. Let me just double check in the comments, and you let me know. Yes, it's snowing now, says Tampa on YouTube. Thank you very much. Kelly says that September 7th live stream was epic. The time flew by. That was the 8-hour one. Yes, the September 7th one. That was an intense day. That was pretty wild. Please talk about Toronto. Not too bad, I don't think. Am I right? No, Toronto's going to get quite a bit of snowfall. Like, if we go back to our forecast map here, let me just pull that up. Toronto's going to get 20 to 40 centimeters of snowfall. 8 to 16 inches. So, and for a population that dense, I mean, in Barrie, you know, they can take it out to a field somewhere, but there's so much population on top of each other in the downtown core of Toronto that there's not really a lot of places to put that snow. I wonder if they just dump it on the lake maybe or something. Can they do that? I don't know. Does anybody know where they take the snow? Where does the snowfall go in downtown Toronto? Is there designated places for it? Downsview? Where do they take it? Please let me know. I'm curious if you know. Let me see in the comments here if anybody does know. Give me just a second here. Gary says, Blackbird, please. I do like that song. There is that. So I'm kind of a fan of that song because I know it well. I haven't played it in a while, but I could probably crack that out for you if you'd like. Let me see here. Just looking at the comments. So many comments coming through. Thank you so much to everybody who is joining the live stream. Again, thank you to all those who have sent in stars, who have sent in super chats, who have subscribed to upgrade the radar on our app, Instant Weather. All of that makes a huge difference. So thank you so much. I sincerely appreciate it. Megan says, I vote for Blackbird too. I'll crack out Blackbird if you guys want. I'll bust it out. It's the song I play. I played it so many times on live streams. Like back in the day when I, at some point in time, was a professional musician, I did know, 4 hours of music, but for some reason I'd play the same song every single time I had live stream. But I'm okay with that. If you're okay with that, I'm okay with that. It's fine. All right. I'll crack out a tune. I do have to, at some point in time, put Brennan's Storm Chip map up on the screen. That's a huge thing out east, is they're always trying to figure out how many bags of chips they need based on how strong the storm is. So, yes. Let me see here. Let me see. Okay, 1 second here. Just looking at your comments. Thank you. Kelly says, I'm so sick about all this talk about the GTA. Well, GTA is going to get hammered, and there's a lot of population there. So that's just kind of how it is. But Eastern Ontario is going to get it as bad, if not worse. So Niagara and Eastern Ontario is going to get pretty hammered. Let me see here. Interesting. Carol says, interesting. Princeton just got a snowfall warning, followed immediately by snowfall warning cancellation. Good thing I'm watching. Sometimes this happens as well, too. Sometimes there's, and I know this has happened in some cases, where there's a winter storm watch, and then the winter storm warning gets issued, and the winter storm watch gets canceled. And it kind of seems confusing because you're like, did it get canceled? But it was actually the watch that got canceled, not the warning. So anyways, if you want to figure out if you're under any particular alerts, then I would definitely go to our app and just type in your location, and you will be able to see for sure if you're under any of those alerts. Crystal says, can we have something else instead of Blackbird? Love it, but want to hear what else you can sing. I know, so I always end up singing it. All right, let me see here. I just got to switch some settings. Then I'll play you a tune. I should probably put on the radar so there's something more interesting than this forecast map, although this forecast map is pretty intense. But here is your past and future radar. Did I hit play on that? Okay, let me just hit play on that so we can see the current updated future radar, which is pretty intense. Blue is snow, just in case you were wondering. It's a really easy one. Not blue, not snow. Blue, snow. except for the lakes, of course. They're a different blue. Okay, let's see here. Oh, it's snowing in Woodstock, says Tracy. Thank you so much for your report. I appreciate it. Whoa, amazing person 3409, our friend on YouTube. Always active during storms. I feel the her, which is a weather model, 02, which is, what's that, 10 o'clock? 9, 10? Or is that 9 o'clock? Depends on the time of year. Anyways, 9 or 10 o'clock run, 02Z, UTC time. Model is definitely overdone with the snowfall totals. It's suggesting 60 centimeters for Toronto on the latest her. That's probably overdone, but whoa. That is intense. Angie says, transportation services maintain a network of 5 snow storage and 3 snow melter sites throughout the city. The snow storage site locations for this winter as follows. Hillsdale, North Park. I'm not going to read all this. One second. Yeah, the snow melter site locations for this winter are as follows. She's got them all right there. That's crazy. That makes a lot of sense, though. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Glenda says, too funny, it's simple, blue is snow. Yes, blue equals snow. Darker blue equals more snow. So there's that. Julie says, I wonder if schools will be closed. Well, let's go back to our map and let's see. This is our snow day forecast from Brennan. The brilliant Brennan has put this together. And yeah, it's pretty impressive for sure. But let's see here. Should be able to hear my guitar now, I think. I don't have my noise canceling stuff on, so it should be okay. Kathy says, hey there, Delilah. That's a good one for sure. Very colorful map. Yes, it is. Margaret says, how about Let It Snow by Dean Martin? Well, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. If we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. There, that's all I get. Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd. I can't do that. It's been a while since I've done it, though. All right, I'm playing Blackbird. There's too many people that said yes to it, so I'll put the radar back on, I'll play some Blackbird, and then I'll maybe play another tune for those who wanted to hear something different. But here we go. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take those broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to arise. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Oh, take those sunken eyes, you learn to see. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of the dark black night. Thank you so much, everyone. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Oh, take those broken wings, you learn to fly. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to arise. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. Oh, you were only waiting for this moment to arise. Thank you so much. Thank you kindly. Kudos to Paul. Kudos to Paul for writing that one. I appreciate it. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Billy has a suggestion. He says, Johnny Cash Hurt, which is actually originally a Nine Inch Nails song, but Johnny Cash covered it and made it his own for sure. Rest in peace, of course. And also rest in peace to Chantal Lebrun, who was our team member who was tragically died earlier this year. It was, or actually just at the end of last year. So not to put a sad tone on things, but I wanted to bring that up because we miss her dearly, and our thoughts and our condolences are with her 4 daughters and her family and her friends and all that as well too. So that was really rough. So this is for Chantal.
I hurt myself today to see if I still feel. I focused on the pain, the only thing that's real. The needle tears a hole, the old familiar sting tried to kill it all away. I remember everything. What have I become? My sweetest friend. Everyone I know goes away in the end. And you could have it all. My empire of dirt, I will let you down. I will make you hurt. myself, I would find a way.
Rest in peace, Chantal. Thank you so much, everybody. All right, well, snowstorm's coming. It's going to be intense. Please, please, if you don't have to travel, please do not. We want you staying safe. We want you to, of course, stay warm, stay cozy, stay safe. If you can, if you do have to travel, take your time. Give yourself as much time as you possibly can. But thank you so much, everybody. Thank you kindly. I really appreciate it. Yeah. And again, thank you so much. Hope you have yourself a wonderful evening. Check our app for the latest forecast. If you have not downloaded it yet, please do so. It is called Instant Weather. You can get it at instantweatherapp.com. And kudos to everybody who has been sharing our forecasts and sharing our updates all these years. We've done this since 2013. We have an incredible team. Kudos to our incredible team they're just extraordinary people, and they make all the difference. So thank you so much to the team. Thank you to everybody in the community. Such a wonderful community. Everybody supporting each other, helping each other understand the forecast, all that kind of stuff. So we really, really appreciate it. Means the world to myself and to the team. So hopefully you have yourself a wonderful evening. Thank you so much. You can, of course, watch this forecast video live stream back. And I talk about all the different areas and all the different forecasts you might get. And of course, you can, check out the forecast maps that Brennan has created. And thank you again so much to everybody who has been there all these years, and all those who are just joining our team. So and joining our community. And you make all the difference. So thank you so much. Sincerely appreciate it. Hopefully you have yourself a wonderful evening. I hope your power stays on. I sincerely hope that... John says, where's the chip map? I never got the chip map. I said I was going to get the chip map, and then I never did. Hold on. I'm going to get the chip map. I did say I was going to get it, but I did not. So give me just 1 second here. I'm going to find Brennan's chip map. There it is. I got it. Hold on a second here. I've got the chip map. I'm bringing it in. Give me just a moment, and I will. How come I can't download it? What's happening here? 1 second here. Download the chip map. They want the chip map, Brennan. I know he's watching somewhere, but they want the chip map. Okay, so I will get it. 1 second here. Let me just pull it up, and I should be able to chip map it up. There we go. Oh, it's happening. It's happening, folks. The chip map is coming. And if you have no idea what the chip map is, then you need to get some friends that live in the East Coast, because they know what the chip map is. There we go. We've got the chip map for you. The last vital piece of information, absolutely most vital piece of information right here, is the chip map. And we're talking about how many bags of chips and how much hot cocoa or potentially other drinks, depending on your age, that you might require during a storm like this. And so if you are in Brantford, Hamilton, St. Catharines, Niagara, if you're in the GTA, Toronto, Peterborough, Bancroft, Tweed, Prince Edward County, Kingston, Brockville, Smith Falls, Cornwall, Ottawa, Renfrew, Pembroke, and Petawawa, anywhere in between those particular areas, you're in the area that is 4, which means you're going to need 4 bags of chips at a minimum, 4, and 15 cups of hot cocoa, to get you through this particular situation. So, but of course, don't go drive out in the middle of the blizzard conditions to get those chips. Hopefully you do have those chips available and the hot cocoa available as well too. So if you're in the red, then you're going to need 3 bags of chips and 10 cups of hot cocoa. I don't know where I'm not sure the logistics behind how this map is created, but I will ask Brendan and we'll find out exactly how this was put together. But 2 bags of chips and 6 cups of hot cocoa in the orange areas, which includes me. So I'm going to eat those 2 bags of chips by myself. So I guess it's 2 per person, depending on your perspective. And last but not least, in the yellow area, you're going to need 1 bag of chips and 3 cups of hot cocoa. So that is Brennan's map. That is Brennan's map for the chip and drink ratio. I think I understand now why it's 15 cups of hot cocoa. Brennan also mentioned that you can substitute the hot cocoa with other drinks that you might have. So thank you so much to everybody. Thank you to all the wonderful comments. Are these family-sized bags of chips, says Shannon. That's a great question, because every time I see a family-sized bag of chips, I feel like a family, because I want that whole bag of chips. It doesn't seem that big. Like the Costco ones, that should be called family. Like the ones that are like this big that last a little bit longer, those should be called the family bags. But when you get like the ones from the grocery store that are like this is a family bag of chips. I don't know. I'm the whole family here. So, something's behind my head. I'm going to move my head here. Hold on a second. What's behind my head? Oh, the idea was adapted from AVR 97.7 FM in Nova Scotia, who was I believe, potentially was the first storm chip forecasters. So we've adapted the idea from them. So thank you to them. Thank you, everyone, again, for all of your wonderful reports. And join us on our new Facebook group called Ontario Storm Reports. Please and thank you. Thank you to all those who have downloaded our free app, Instant Weather. All those who support us and share and all of that stuff, and makes a huge difference, as our goal has been from the beginning and continues to be to raise awareness about tornadoes and severe weather, in this case, winter severe weather, which is in a lot of cases a lot more impactful than some of those summer storms. I mean, when a tornado hits, of course, those who are impacted drastically, life-changing drastically. But in these particular situations, everyone gets impacted in some way if there's a lot of snow. So especially if they have to travel. So if you do not have to travel, please do not. If you do, give yourself a ridiculous amount of time. But obviously if you have the opportunity to not travel during these conditions, I would recommend that for sure. So that is up to you. That is up to your decision making. I can't tell you what to do, but that is just my recommendation. So take it as it is. And again, thank you so much to everyone for all your wonderful comments and for joining us on the live stream. Have yourself a wonderful evening. Stay warm, stay cozy, and I hope the snowfall isn't as intense as it's supposed to be. If you don't like snow, if you do like snow, then the more the merrier. So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you kindly. Thank you, Dana. Thank you, everyone. I really sincerely appreciate it. Have yourself a wonderful evening, and we will talk to you all very, very soon.